Hi there, it's Catherine. I wanted to share a product with you and also put a shout out to the cannabis vaping community. Um, my name's Catherine. I'm here in Boulder, Colorado, and I am a medical marijuana patient. And when I saw my doctor told me about CBD and some of the different cannabinoids that are in different strains of marijuana and different products. But basically, he told me that I would need a lot of CBD and that THC not so much. Well, I have to disagree with my marijuana doctor. I actually do need a lot of THC. That seems to be what really works for my pain. However, I do still like to take CBD for the inflammatory purposes. What I find, however, is that when I take CBD, it almost cancels out some of the THC, if that makes any sense. So anyway, if you're a medical marijuana patient or are considering becoming one, there's a lot of ways that you can dose yourself. And obviously, a lot of people try to avoid smoking. So many people vape. And I'm going to get back to vaping at the end because I want to go through these products first. But there are people that don't want to smoke or vape. So there are things called medibles at the dispensaries, everything from brownies to soda pop and all sorts of things. Excuse me, but a lot of those have sugar and ingredients that I don't put in my body. So, and I certainly can't be dosing with it. So I was looking for a healthy alternative, and I found a company called Relief, R-E-L-E-A-F, actually R-E-L-E-A-F, and they have some products. They have some elixirs. As you can see, this is a 1-to-1 CBD THC. This is actually what my doctor recommends, either higher CBD or 1-to-1 CBD THC. Like I said, this does not really control my pain much. I take it for anti-inflammatory purposes. But they have another one that is pure THC. And it's called Delta 9. As you can see, this is a 600 milligram bottle dose. They also have 1200, 3000, and 6000. The thing I like about these elixirs is they come in, you can order them special, you can get flavors if you want, but I actually prefer just pure hemp oil. It's just mixed in pure hemp oil and there's no flavor. And I just drop that under my tongue. And, you know, it can take a good 30, 45 minutes, even an hour. You should not, you have to be careful with stuff like this. You shouldn't redose like you do with smoking or vaping. You know, it's much longer lasting. So you could probably, like I take it twice a day. If I'm just doing this, I have to take it twice a day. And I'm sad to say that at the 600 milligram dose, I have to take about 40 drops twice a day to get relief. So I really think I need to bump up to one of these stronger concentrations. But it's still a wonderful way. It would help my lungs. Obviously, you can hear the rasp in my voice. I do typically smoke flower, and I often have to add some kief or shatter or some form of concentrate or mixed strains or something to get pain control for nerve pain. And the nerve pain is coming. I have spinal cord damage, and then I also had a horseback fall, broke some bones and trapped some nerves and really damaged those nerves. So working on healing those and keeping my diet pristine. I have a really great diet. These elixirs are a little expensive. Of course, it's going to depend on your dispensary and their markup. My dispensary does not carry these. They only order them specially for me because they actually have their own brand of oil, and they don't want to compete. and I understand that, but their oil has some ingredients in it that I didn't want, and so I prefer this one. And if your dispensary doesn't carry it, then ask them to. Now, let's get back to vaping. As I said, I typically smoke flower. I have gotten several of the pens, the cartridge pens. I should have pulled them out too, but I can't get to them right now. The oil that comes in like the e-cigarette type thing, those give me headaches. I've tried like several different kinds of those. I don't know if it's the way they're processing the oil, or I don't know, because I use concentrates. So, but anyway, those don't work for me. And then I have a PAX, and I really loved my PAX in the beginning. I really, really loved it. But what happens is it gets gooked up too quickly. It's very difficult to clean. I haven't been able to keep it working, in other words. So a shout out to the vaping community. If you have a vape that you think would work for me, I've tried, let's see, I've tried several different ones, but definitely not all of them, and none of the newer ones. Like I haven't tried the PAX 2, I haven't tried the Volcano. I am pretty much 90% in bed, so I could have a stationary one because I very rarely go out. If anybody, like if you're a vaping company watching this and you would like a great testimonial and really honest testimonial on whether your product works or not, send me one, because I would love to have one. I would love to try to save my lungs, but I just can't afford them. So send me what you got, and I'll be glad to write up, do a video and do a great testimonial for you if it works. And if it doesn't work, you know, I'm just going to kind of be honest about that part too, because I can't lie to people. So at your own risk, I guess, send me your product and I will be glad to try it and do a, what do they call that? Anyway, if it works, a testimonial. A critique, I guess. That sort of sounds harsh. I mean, I'm not going to like trash it, but I will be honest about whether it helps nerve pain. I have centralized nerve pain. I've been in this pain for going on 11 years, and pharmaceuticals do not help at all. I do take one pharmaceutical at night to go to sleep because cannabis does not knock me out no matter how much I smoke, how much I vape, how much I take elixirs. Cannabis does not help me sleep. It does help my pain. It helps me distract. It helps me be more mobile than I would be. It helps me eat because the pain can literally just take my appetite completely away. And it helps with the inflammation in my body. It helps with the nerves that are damaged, are autonomic nerves. So even if I'm like completely zenned out, I can still, my blood pressure can go high if the nerves are irritated. So pharmaceuticals just, I don't take pharmaceuticals for my blood pressure. I just try to help that in other ways by basically avoiding activities that increase the pain. And then layering things like elixirs and smoking to get the pain relief that I need. There's a bit, it's strange, even though the pain is not in my head, when you have really severe pain, it can literally just scramble your brain waves. Like people can be speaking English to you, but you can't it's just difficult to understand any sort of sound coming in, or even light. You can just get really hypersensitive sometimes. I don't know if that's just because this is an autonomic nerve as well as a sensory motor, but I'm just explaining what happens to me. So you really need to layer some different products to address different areas because it's not a one product gets it all sort of thing. And then of course there's the portability. You have to keep in mind for people, like a lot of people aren't in bed all the time like I am, so when you're looking at some of these products, these are obviously very portable if you're in a legal place. So I can't recommend that people try to carry things, where they're not allowed, because I would not want anybody to go to jail. Last place you want to be is jail, where you can't get your medicine. So, and I understand the whole federal state thing, and it's probably a risk for me to be here and probably even for me to have a license because they know who I am. But as being an RN for 20 years and being a really strong pain advocate, because I've always had pain my whole life because of the birth to spinal cord damage and birth defect, but this last 11 years has been super intense. But during my RN career, I was a very strong pain proponent, and then when I needed one, I didn't really get that reciprocated to me. So I really feel like I need to share these things that really help and warn people about what doesn't, so that they don't, I mean, not that, like, if it doesn't work for me, it won't work for you, but, watch several reviews of things and see how different people are reporting on it, because a lot of these things are very pricey, and usually if you're in severe pain, you don't have a lot of income coming in because you can't work and you're on disability or whatnot. So I would really love to see the Fed reclassify this stuff. I would love to see my Medicare plan pay for my medicine, because the only pharmaceutical that I take only costs me $8 a month, whereby my cannabis costs me about $2.50 a month. So it would really help if insurance could pay for that. If there's any entrepreneurs out there that want to do a cannabis insurance, that might be a good business for you. So I'm rambling on here. I just wanted to share these products with you, and keep in touch. Let me know, give me a shout out and let me know if you tried them and if they worked for you. All right, peace out.